Hello and welcome back everybody to another All the Mods 9 alpha testing public server you can join stream. The IP to join is in the description of the video as well as scrolling beneath me. Guys, we had another big update as well as a hotfix. So let's dive into what was added in version 33. We got people's favorite, Farmer's Delight. They re-added JourneyMap Integration, which is great. They added Alchemistry, Generators Galore, Mystical Agriculture Tiered Crystals, which are really good if you don't already have a Master Infusion Crystal. Patchouli has finally been added, so all of the books that mods add to teach you how to use the mod are now visible for the mods that provide them. And one of my favorite mods as a more technical Minecrafter, better F3 menu. Way better sorting of information, more things we need to see. I love it. I love better F3. It is fantastic. I can't even begin to explain just how much cleaner the F3 menu is with better F3. I love it. And then version 34 was just a hotfix update for Ars Nouveau. There was apparently a crash regarding augments from Ars Nouveau, and an update was provided to fix that crash. So that's where we're at, folks. Why don't I mark that I'm streaming on the server? I feel really bad. There was like 6 people online, and then I updated the server to fix the Ars Nouveau crash, and only a couple people have come and gone since then. But as always, I want to update you with anything I did off stream. And all I did was set up a little bit of a system here at the mob farm. So this system was born out of a necessity for automating player drop kills. Now, the Dark Utilities player damage plate is supposed to do player damage, but it's not dropping player-only drops. So I set up another system here, as you'll see as mobs fall, which is a modular router with a activator module, and this module is set to attack nearby entity, and I have it round robin nearby entities, and attack the front. Now the activator module, if we look at it, says energy usage 150 FE in operation, so it requires power. So I threw some energy modules and one of our ender gates on here, and I'm not putting it at max speed because it's just really loud and I don't know how much it affects server performance. So I'm putting it around 7. Let's see if I can get it back there. There we go. Currently running a test. So every use that fails the unbreaking enchantment lowers the durability. But I've put on an ender sword, our ender sword, unusing, to see if unusing works inside of a modular router. I'm really interested to find out, because the unusing enchant makes a tool unusable when it has 1 durability left. That way you never break your tools. And I'm curious if it's going to work in the modular router. The reason I've put the ender sword in there instead of an unbreaking supremium or higher is because of the ender ability. If we look down at the bottom of it, 7% chance to drop a mob head. So this has been farming us zombie heads, which we need for Ender IO, and wither skeleton skulls. The zombie heads are because I changed 1 spawner from the 3 withers. I went and grabbed a zombie spawner. So there's a bit of zombies mixed in. That way we get zombie heads. Now the thing was, is since player drops were enabled, because we got these from a roguelike dungeon, they were dropping armor and tools like crazy. So what I've done here is, because we have functional storage, we have access to something called a Armory cabinet. Now the Armory cabinet doesn't have a description here, but holds roughly 4,096 NBT heavy armor weapon tool type of deal equipment. It's excellent for storing it. Excuse me. The only downside is it can only be interacted with through other mods, or the same mod, but other interactions of blocks and mods, not player. So like right clicking this does nothing. To get items into it, we've set up a pipe with a filter. Now, instead of trying to go through and filter diamond axe, diamond shovel, diamond pickaxe, there's a much simpler way, which is, instead of doing item at a time, you can do the tag forge. So hashtag forge : swords, and it will do any item that has the tag forge swords, which in a mod pack, if it's set up properly, has all those tags. The ones most important for this farm is forge armor, forge swords, and forge tools. We're not really getting anything else. We're not getting quivers or anything because we don't have really skeletons in here. You'll notice we got a skeleton skull, and that's just because of, if I'm far enough away and it's daytime outside, this kind of functions as a mini mob farm, which is kind of cool. But that's how we get items into the armory. Now, to see what's in the armory, we've set up a very tight, simple, really elegant ME network, which is one cable just to connect everything. And then we have a storage bus on the cabinet, an energy acceptor with a gate to power the network, and a terminal. With that, we can view all the items that it is currently storing. So you can see we're not getting anything too crazy. Like, there's no netherite armor or anything like that. But if we found a spawner in a roguelike dungeon that spawned mobs with netherite armor, we could possibly get a netherite armor farm. Now, I want to disenchant these and use their enchants, and you'll notice, because of the way this farm is set up, all of the enchants on specific items are the same. So there's multiple kinds of pickaxes. There's efficiency 3, there's fortune 2 on breaking, and those are the two types that these mobs are dropping because of the roguelike dungeon spawner. And the swords, sharpness, unusing, looting, there's a few mixed in there. Nice unbreaking 3 protection golden on the gold shoes, and aqua affinity respiration on the helmets. Some more weapons and tools. Now, currently our best way to, or let me rephrase that. The way we've been disenchanting items has been using Corel Tombstone souls. Now, that required a lot of grave dust, which we were short on, but now that I have this farm going, I don't think this part drops grave dust, but I can farm the grave dust for a chance at it. And we're also farming all the different well, that's cool. We're farming different travelers backpacks, which is really cool. And we're going to be able to add them to our collection. I'm curious what's different between these wither backpacks. I'm noticing a bedroll, I think, is what the difference is. But we're getting some really unique ones. That, like a melon traveler backpack you can harvest. The emerald gives cool particles. Blaze is immune to fall damage and the small fireballs by blazes. But here's the lapis, chance to multiply amount of experience which is received by the player. That's pretty cool. We currently are wearing a wither backpack, which, oh gosh. What was, aha, I found the keybind for it. So we're wearing a wither backpack, but I kind of want to try out this lapis for a little bit, and we will check out the wither backpack when we're actually fighting the wither. But that's really all I did. I was cycling this farmer. I only did it like twice, trying to get him down to 1 potato. So let's keep him curing. But guys, I spent hours researching some of the mods. Whoa. Oh, I guess a creeper spawn. Like I said, it kind of functions as a mob farm. Let's see if we can catch it in action here. Probably not now with 3 players on. But anyway, what I was saying is I spent hours doing research on some of the mods that have been added that I'm not too familiar with. And I kind of showed some of SFM Super Factory Manager down here at our Infinity, our Grains of Infinity farm here with a factory manager. And you know what, now they mow the lawn. They've had all day to mow the lawn, and when I'm in an apartment, 3rd floor, with my wife and son, and when I just find it ironic that it's been quiet all day. I go live, they're mowing the lawn. Love it. But anyway, we kind of talked a little bit about Super Factory Manager and how it uses code to do item and fluid and inventory management. And I am noticing we do need some more flint and steel. I am just curious of trying to find another item to use that's unbreaking. But let's give this some more flint and steel, and I'm not even going to put unbreaking on it. There's just no real need. Let's get a pattern for this. Throw it in here. And is there an essence for... There is for flint. Beautiful. Let's just get like 20 flint and steel to have running here. Keep getting us Grains of Infinity, and then let's check how much we're at. And then I'll go into why I'm talking about SFM. So there we go. That is running. Let's see how many Grains of Infinity we've gotten. 492. That's a lot for what I want to do today. Today's major goal is messing with powered spawners, while we also explore other mods. But I noticed something cool while watching some videos about Super Factory Manager. One thing being, you can duplicate enchanted books and many other of them. If we look at SFM and look at the printing press, which just uses a piston, when my press use is here, we don't see much. Even if I look at the experience goop and all that. I'm still learning. I don't remember how to get the experience shards. They are needed for duplicating enchanted books. But it's a pretty cool system of... Let me hurry and get it set up here. But it seems really useful for tons of different copying mechanics. I believe if we look at a piston and look at the uses, there might... Oh, whoa. I pressed the wrong keys. Okay, it doesn't pull up. And the reason I wanted to check the piston is because on top of the printing press being able to copy numerous things, another function in the game added by SFM is enchantment removal. And how it works is anvils. If I press use on anvil, dang, it's not implemented yet. In the mod overview, it showed if you pressed use on anvil, you could see all that it could do. But what it is a function of dropping an anvil on an enchanted item. And we're going to test if that works. Let me set up a quick printing press over here with a piston. And a button. And we also need the printing form. Oh, it doesn't show me the recipe for it. Maybe we have an outdated version of SFM. Hold on, let me see if I just look up the recipe of Super Factory Manager printing press. Yeah, here's all the recipes. Oh no, he hasn't updated the recipe of the printing press on the official thing here. Let me see if I can find some information on it. It's a rather low... It's not a very well-known mod yet. So I can't quickly find the recipe for the printing form. But why don't I'm just going to demonstrate it in creative for the sake of the stream. So let me grab us because the recipe is missing in JEI for the printing form. But by placing it down, and in this instance, what we'll grab to copy is a program here. And we'll head back up. And the most important thing to do first is to get something on to the printing press. So I believe we just placed that, and did we need ink? Ink sac or black dye, I think. Yeah, black dye. If we press that, oh, I think I did it out of order. Nope, that's the right order. I can't remember what material it wants, but what it would do is then the printing form would become tagged with the program or the enchanted book. And then all you have to do is put the print form that's been made and a fresh program disk, and you could print the program. It's pretty cool. I wish I could remember. I'd have to find the YouTube video, guys. I'll go over this again in a future video. I was really counting on the JEI to guide me through it, like it does in the mod review I watched. But I guess our JEI just doesn't have that yet. The cool thing is making a print form of an enchanted book, such as Unbreaking 3, Fortune, whatever you want on it, and being able to just print books. You have to provide it with experience in the form of these experience shards and experience goop, which if JI was working, I'd describe this better. I'm going to have to refresh my knowledge. But let's give the anvil a test and see if the functionality is working of if we grab an enchanted piece of gear, fire protection 3, and make sure we're away from any magnets, and throw it on the ground and drop an anvil on it. No! Okay, I think we have an outdated version of SFM. But hopefully we'll find it. We'll be able to disenchant items that way. Let me really fast. The mod developer has a really small YouTube channel where he goes over some of these functionalities. Let me quickly watch this video. Oh, that's how you make the press. Oh, guys, I was doing it so wrong. Hold on, guys. I'm figuring this out. Okay, we'll try that again in a second. But I did find how the disenchantment works, I believe. Let me see if he demonstrates it. He drops it onto obsidian. So why don't we try putting down an obsidian block with our anvil. Putting our item. Oops. And the anvil. Nope. I think we just don't have that version yet. He didn't, I don't think he put anything else down. Did he put a book? It worked. Never mind, it works. So there you go. That's how we can disenchant items. Anvil onto obsidian with a book rips the enchant off of items. You know, I'll leave that there. So I think it would be fun to try to figure out, using all the mods at our disposal, how to automate the disenchantment process for all of these items. It's gonna be rough, but I think we can do it. But I did figure out, in order to imprint items onto the print form and such, I now know that the print form is not supposed to be craftable. That was my mistake. It is an anvil and a iron block. Let's see. Why don't we craft a few of these just so that I don't have to... Did I just see a pattern in there? The dark still... Oh, I guess that's right. We had made the patterns preemptively and then I just made them again. So we don't need that one. But if we take an iron block, and in this case, a fire protection 3, we get a print form of fire protection 3, which, if we had experience scoop, which I'm not sure how to obtain right now. Let me see if I can find a quick explanation. Let me try to find. Yeah, if anyone knows how to get... Oh, hey, Michael, how you doing? If anyone knows how to get the experience scoop for the manager... For SFM, Super Factory Manager, I need to get experience shards to turn into goop, but I don't know how. But if we had experience, I'll demonstrate it here. Maybe it has to do with an anvil again. I'm not sure. And don't worry, I won't keep this book. I mean, it's only a fire protection book, but with experience scoop, a print form, and a book, we can just print Fire Protection 3 now because we have the print form. Just got home from work and now updating to .34. Well, I hope to see you on the server, man. Hope you had a wonderful day at work. Speaking of which, hope everyone's having a wonderful day or night, wherever they are in the world. That's how the print form works. Once we figure out how to get experience scoop, it's going to be fantastic for us. But I will just keep this print form put away for now. And I learned you can do so much with the SFM in terms of coding and programming, of saying only do this many items if this item is available, put them in this slot of this block, and wait for this item. If then statement. Oh, it's incredible what you can do with SFM. We're definitely gonna check it out more later. But right now we're gonna see. So this is almost down to broken. Once it is, we're gonna see if unusing worked. I do need to quickly go and pray for our daily knowledge really fast. And then I think we have enough grave dust to disenchant a few items. We'll just grab ones from our inventory. Book of Disenchantment. Let's get 4 of these. Oh, we're short a little bit of grave dust. Still need to find a good way to automate that. And you know what? We'll get an impregnation. Let's just grab some random enchanted items. And this one's protection 3. What I'm going to do is impregnate it to raise the level. Oh, whoa. Oh, I did it backwards. Book in the offhand. I'm going to impregnate it to protection 4. Also, Michael says, so I have around 30 Corel graves and they all have souls. What do I do with them? So this is what I'm showing you the books. This is the magic books you can do with them. For magic impregnation, can enchant a base item, or if an item is already enchanted, the Book of Impregnation can, like I just demonstrated, raise the levels of the enchants on the item. So we raised this all the way to protection 4, and then I'll use a disenchant with a soul. Oh my gosh, I did it backwards again, guys. And rip the protection 4 off. And then we're just going to use our other 2 souls because we need knowledge. Sorry about my son, guys. He's having a rough day. But we did finally level up again, and I think what we're going to go for is probably more potion duration. I do see there is a wandering trader up on the base. Let's check it out real quick, see if he's got anything good. We're looking for ultra vector plates. Doesn't have them. But the ultra vectors are only available from wandering traders, so that's why we're looking for him. But let's go ahead and start the process of the emerald farm. And once that's done, we're going to dive into Ender IO powered spawners. We've already made one, and it's a spider right now, because that is the spawner we broke. But I believe we can do some... I think we have to do it before we convert it. Now I'm thinking about it. But all we need to do is take a soul vial of... Let me just find a normal mob. A bee. Yeah, here we go. So we have to do it before we make the powered spawner. But in the binder, we can change a spawner to be that type, which is great. I don't know what the tokens are used for. Oh, not solid to animals. Oh, that's cool. But what we need to do is we've already made all of the growth accelerators. We're going to start with Inferium. And what I'm going to do is add a dirt pillar in the middle so that it won't place blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we are going to have a water block, not a crop, in the center. And we don't want the builder to put anything here. Let me get a little more dirt. And we'll start with Inferium. So we want 12 layers because that is the max distance of these. So if this is where the crop's going to be, we'll start here. So let me sneak right-click the builder to start setting a zone. Right-click this block, and then over for the second corner, we're going to come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then we'll get rid of this dirt. I can't vein mine it because there's a lot of dirt right here. But with the Inferium blocks in here and this set to build, why don't we... Boop. It should have had... Oh, why did it stop at 8? Our math was off a little bit. Oh no, I had 8 spare of that one. That's why. But I'm going to make a little access hatch for us to be able to keep coming down here, and we'll just use the small tunnel mine. Let me get our access hatch all built. Got to get through the ores. Okay, there we go. Should have done all 12 layers, which looks good. Let's get set up to do the next ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And same deal. We'll take our shape card and set it to the next area. So corner 1, corner 2, and all we should have to do is fill the builder backpack that we have with the next tier, which is Prudentium. And run it. Now, I'll do the other layers off cam so that you guys don't have to see me just repeat the same process 3 more times. Let's just get the farm up and running. So we're going to take some Insanium farmland, which we do need a bit more of, and I haven't made a pattern for. I actually don't want it to use that hoe. Let's have it use a Supremium hoe. Exact. And now if we request our farmland. Oh, we don't have patterns. I thought we had patterns for a hoe. Yeah, we do. That's weird. Here, let me... Oh, it can't get the inferium because I... Here, give me a second, guys. Sorry about this. Let me... Ooh, you know what? I know it's some redundant levels of processing, but we're going to go with that. So now... Let's get a Supremium hoe that will try to keep 1 in here at all times. And let's see if the pattern can use this one. Okay, it can't use it. What if we... You know what? I'll just change this to be substitutions, and hopefully it just uses the Supremium hoe. We'll go ahead. Good afternoon, everyone, says Ringling. Good afternoon to you as well. Gosh, I am all over. I'm really distracted with things going on IRL right now. Okay, it's not going to craft more. It'll just use the 1. But we'll get our Insanium farmland planted around a harvester pylon. Let me get a water bucket and a pylon harvester. We are going to need another Supremium hoe for this one. But while we wait, we can get this all planted. Or the dirt placed, I should say. Oh, darn it. And what we're going to do is plant emerald seeds on all of this, pump them into a crafter, and then send the emeralds into the storage system so that we can automate more villager trades and hopefully be able to keep up with them all. But let me go ahead and just put a chest on here. And hopefully our second Supremium hoe is done. It is. Change this to max size 9x9. And we took emerald seeds out of our seed reprocessing, so hopefully we have some. We don't. Did they still get processed? I swear I turned them off. Yeah, the emeralds were right there. Interesting. Well, in that case... Oh, because we're not using the botany pots anymore. Ah. Okay, let's make a fresh emerald seed. which is supremium, and we're going to put it in a botany pot to get seeds. So let me grab 4 supremium. You know what? We'll make 2. Some emeralds and some prosperity seed base. Quickly make some new emerald seeds. Like so. And what we'll do is put 1 in a botany pot, 1 on the farm, just so the farm is started. I think will work just fine. Let me grab a botany pot. And some farmland. Take our second seed. And we'll go ahead and get 1 started. Oh, we need... Is it a lighting issue? It's a lighting issue. So we'll start in this corner. We need some light over here. Which maybe we'll just use a glowstone block. See if I can do this. Darn it. Messed up. But glowstone block. Pylon. Oh. 9 by 9. Okay. Good. Now, these are the drops we're going to be getting. I'm going to put a stack upgrade in here. And we're going to want to process the essence directly into emeralds. So let me get a pipe and a pipe upgrade. And a dimensional chest. And 1 more pipe, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. We'll just do it in a pillar. So we'll go pipe into crafter. Oh, it placed it like that. I want it looking this way. Into pipe, into chest. That is set to Fallen Pumpkin channel 1. Now, we are going to need to add a filter, so I'm going to turn off items moving for a second, and we're going to put emerald essence in the filter. So we should get... Oh, let's turn this on now. Our emerald essence into the crafter if it can come from underneath. Why do you choose dimensional chests over ender chests? It's what I have hooked up, but the biggest reason for me is this one is double chest of storage, and this one is single chest of storage. And you have to upgrade it with ender pearls to even get to that level. We are using ender chests here and there, but I do like my dimensional chests, and it's easier to just change the frequency instead of having to dye the individual lines of the ender chest. So I'm using dimensional chests for that reason. Now inside the crafter, looks like it's not getting the items from underneath. I was hoping I had a side config in here, but it doesn't look like I do. Can I place this? Maybe if we place it facing weird. Is the filter not working?
I'm confused. Let me just take out the filter. Okay, no, it is... For some reason... Kitty, you're being annoying. Hop off. Hop off. Oh, silly girl. Come on, baby. Okay. So now we have an issue. It's not moving the items. What if we... Is it because the crafter doesn't have power? Because we're using crafters all over the place. Like down here. And all we're doing is left and right. So maybe if we push the items in to the left side of the crafter. Let's see if it works. That is so weird. Why are we unable to pull items? I'm confused. Redstone ignored. Items. Emerald essence. That's really weird. Let me try a different storage block. In this case, why don't we haven't made a pattern for some of the other drawers. Let's do a 2x2 for fun. Oh, I need to be in the pattern manager. We'll do a 2x2. And I'm gonna want some upgrades for it. Let's see how expensive netherite is. So netherite we do have to do in a smithing table. So what we're gonna do instead is a up to diamond tier here. I think it needs a pattern before it pulls items. I've filled them without patterns before. But I will, if this doesn't work, I will try out your suggestion. Yeah, see? Immediately pulled. So it was something with the chest. Not entirely sure what. But let's upgrade this. Oh, those are the... Let me put the patterns in. And grab 4 of these. And I know we could use the pusher upgrade. But I don't feel like setting that up. Oh, my sword. Give it back. All right. Let's put in some of these. So now it can store 170 million. So there's no real need to change anything else for now. Just to be safe, if we somehow got 170 million and 1 fertilizer, we're gonna get a void upgrade as a pattern. Just so that if it fills up, it will void. Now that we have emerald essence coming in here, oh, you know what I should do? Let me actually take 1 emerald essence, and if we come back to functional storage, I need a configuration tool, which we're short items. I don't want to craft them, so pattern time. Excuse me. And what I'm going to do is turn off the filter momentarily and change our configuration tool to locking and lock this drawer. Oh, you know what? I might need to... I wanted to put like that. There we go. And now lock. Perfect. Turn this on. Keep it on ignored if I can hit it. There we go. And now it's time for the fun. So we're going to make a pattern for emerald, and we're going to say all items are consumed, and we want it to go to the external buffer, apply. And this is going to need a gate for power. And we'll keep it in slow mode. I don't think it's going to be going that fast. Let's grab our dimensional chest. Still have the bug of storage items are dropping tombstone stuff. It's kind of funny. But we will pull the emeralds into the storage. Okay, now maybe as we get more seeds, this will be fast enough, because we still need to put more growth accelerators that we need to put this in fast mode and put a pipe upgrade. But that should do for now. Let's quickly add to our, like the rest of the bait. We keep saying temporary. Here is 1 second wrangling. I'll explain it after we set up this hopper. Botany hopper, I should say, to get us some emerald seeds. Now, mystical agriculture tiered crystals. I'll explain it in just a second. My wife needs me. All right, everybody, I'm going to quickly explain mystical agriculture tiered crystals, and then my wife's mom, her car's broken down. I gotta go drive over there and figure out why it won't start. So, gonna have to end the stream early today, guys. I was planning to go for a few hours. But let's quickly go over mystical agriculture tiered crystals really fast. All it is to give you an in-between of moving from the 1000 use infusion crystal to the master infusion crystal. Master infusion has unlimited uses but costs insanium. The tiered crystals let you craft versions of crystals with different amounts of uses, with Imperium giving 2,000, Supremium 4,000, until you get the Master Infusion Crystal that's unlimited use. How do you get the grid on the left of your inventory? This right here, that is my network tool. But anyway, guys, I need to go save my mother-in-law. And as soon as I'm back home, as soon as I've got her car started, I'll be going live again. Sorry again for having to end the stream early, but, you know, video games and YouTube versus helping someone in real life. Got to go do what I got to do. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a like on the video and subscribe to the channel to be notified when I go live. This is a public server you can join. The link to both the server IP and my Discord are in the description below. I hope to see you guys all in the next stream, which will probably be within an hour and a half, 2 hours here. But for now, have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.